We are mere hours away from the most anticipated meeting in some time at the Oval Office, the rematch between Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky to see if they can really put an end to the war. We already saw all the analysis of Trump with Putin. And now I think this is the best chance ever to end the war between Russia and Ukraine, but there's only one problem left. And it's Zelensky himself. Let me explain. We got this post from Donald Trump. President Zelensky of Ukraine can end the war with Russia almost immediately if he wants to, or he can continue to fight. Remember how it started. No getting back Obama given Crimea 12 years ago without a shot being fired, and no going into NATO by Ukraine. Some things never changed. It is as clear as this. It doesn't get any clearer than this. Some people are saying, why is Trump tweeting, posting this kind of stuff ahead of the meeting? Well, the idea is to, let's say, warm up the public opinion, warm up and set the expectations for that meeting, not only with Zelensky, but all these other leaders of Europe that are coming to chaperone Zelensky just in case something goes awfully wrong. They don't want the things that happened last time at the Oval Office to repeat. So I guess that's what they are doing. Zelensky already is in Washington, D.C., and he was en route to the president's, I guess, house. It was like 7 hours ago. And people are pretty sure, pretty confident that this could lead to everlasting peace between Russia and Ukraine. Trump said, big day at the White House tomorrow, that is today. Never had so many European leaders at one time. My great honor to host them. President Donald J. Trump. But, and there is always this problem, there's always one but. In this case, it's Volodymyr Zelensky that he just 6 hours ago, he posted this. I have already arrived in Washington. Tomorrow I am meeting with the President Trump. Tomorrow we are also speaking with European leaders. I am grateful to POTUS for the invitation. We all share a strong desire to end this war quickly and reliably. When there's this long posts and they begin with all this pleasing and all this, I don't know. It's you know that there comes the reversal at some point, and peace must be lasting, not like it was years ago when Ukraine was forced to give up Crimea and part of our east, part of Donbass, and Putin simply used it as a springboard for a new attack. Ukraine was forced to give up Crimea. All right. You are understanding the comparison between the two statements. So, no getting back Obama given Crimea 12 years ago without a shot being fired. And Zelensky saying that when Ukraine was forced to give up Crimea and part of our east, part of Donbass, we already have some frictions in those two statements. There's something already a problem. It's like this meeting is getting started before they enter the Oval Office on Twitter. This is I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. And Putin simply used it as a springboard for a new attack. Or when Ukraine was given so-called quote-unquote security guarantees in 1994, but they didn't work. Well, that was a while ago. I think we have come a long way since then. Of course, Crimea should not have been given up then, just as Ukrainian did not give up Kiev, Odessa, or Kharkiv after 2022. Ukrainians are fighting for their land, for their independence. We would like to know, what do the majority of Ukrainians think right now? What are they voting for? What do they stand for after all this bloody war? Now, our soldiers have successes in Donetsk and Sumy regions. I'm confident that we will defend Ukraine, effectively guarantee security, and that our people will always be grateful to President Trump, everyone in America, and every partner and ally for their support and invaluable assistance. Russia must end this war, which it itself started, and I hope that our joint strength with America, with our European friends, will force Russia into real peace. Thank you. You notice that it was basically sandwiching a statement that contradicted what Trump said between two big blocks of brown nosing. That is essentially what is going on here. There's a lot of takes online about this. In talks with Trump, Putin requested that the U.S. recognize the occupied Ukrainian regions along with Crimea as part of Russia. The source is anxious. I don't know, take this with a grain of salt. We exactly don't know what they talked in that meeting. We've had two picks. First pick is from 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea, and the second one shows the current standing. Russia wants the areas circled in blue, which is very fertile and had mineral rich and the gateway to the rest of the country. This is not going to be easy for Trump or Zelensky. Again, take all this with a grain of salt. Controlled by Russian-backed separatists since 2014. You see Crimea right here. And then the current standing today. What is the schedule, the agenda for today? At 12 p.m., European leaders will arrive at the White House through the South Portico. And then at 1 p.m., the president greets the president of Ukraine. At 1:15, the president participates in a bilateral meeting with the president of Ukraine at the Oval Office. That will be pure body language gold, and I will be there with my body language guy channel to analyze all that as soon as possible and make any kind of commentary here in the Power Pundit. Make sure that you tune in to both of my channels. At 2:15, the president greets European leaders. So there's going to be 1 hour, 1 full hour alone with Zelensky. Not alone with Zelensky. There's going to be a lot of people there. J.D. Vance is going to be there. Maybe J.D. Vance is going to say again, have you said thank you once? At least once? We don't know. There's going to be a lot of mean material as well. And at 2:30, the president participates in a family photo with European leaders. And at 3 p.m., maybe after they have a chance to process whatever happened with Zelensky and Trump at that 1 hour Oval Office meeting, then the president participates in a multilateral meeting with European leaders. So that's the good thing. It's not like they're going to be all of them at the same time. No, Zelensky first arrives alone at the Oval Office. They have that meeting. They're going to talk it out and see what they can agree in front of the cameras, what they can say in front of the cameras. We expect that to have cameras, right? Right? Then people are saying, but the meeting with Putin was behind closed doors. You think that the meeting with Zelensky is going to be different? I see that there's no difference in here. Oh, there's a big difference in here because if I see Oval Office, White House press pool. All right, it's going to be public. Then people are going to say, I'm pretty sure people are going to complain, but the meeting with Putin was in private and the meeting with Zelensky is going to be public. How does this work? Well, this is the second meeting with Zelensky, to be fair. So maybe this is the second chance of Zelensky. And Zelensky already knows what is the expectation because Trump already set the expectations with, the outcome of Putin's meeting and this social media post. So it's anyone's guess what is going to happen today at the Oval Office, but rest assured that we will be there. I will make a short analysis of the last statements from Zelensky on my Body Language Guy channel ahead of this meeting, so make sure that you tune in to my Body Language Guy analysis channel as well. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit. I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. Much love and bliss.